Have you ever felt like you're just one step away from giving up on your dreams? That moment when the obstacles seem insurmountable, and the voice in your head whispers, maybe it's not meant to be? Well, my friend, you're not alone. In fact, that's a crossroads every successful person has faced. But according to Napoleon Hill, the father of modern personal development, and author of the timeless classic Think and Grow Rich, there's one thing that separates the achievers from the dreamers. Successful people never give up. Today, we're going to explore this profound truth, drawing from Hill's wisdom gathered from interviewing over 500 of the world's most successful individuals, like Andrew Carnegie and Thomas Edison. If you're a young adult in the fast-paced world of the United States, the United Kingdom, or Australia, juggling career ambitions, financial stresses, or personal doubts, this message is tailored for you. Let's embark on this journey together, with gentleness and care, to uncover how persistence can transform your life. Stay with me, because by the end, you'll feel empowered to keep going no matter what. 1. Understanding the power of persistence. Let's start by delving into what persistence really means in the context of Napoleon Hill's teachings. Persistence isn't just about stubbornly pushing forward. It's a deliberate, intelligent effort fueled by a burning desire. Hill emphasized that every successful person he studied had a definite major purpose, a clear, unwavering goal that acted as their North Star. Think about it. In today's world, where distractions are everywhere, from social media notifications to economic uncertainties, it's easy to lose sight of that purpose. But successful people never do. They never allow temporary defeats to derail them. Take Thomas Edison, for example. Hill often cited Edison's invention of the light bulb. Did you know he failed over 10,000 times before succeeding? Each failure wasn't a stop sign, it was a lesson. Edison once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Now imagine applying this to your life. If you're a recent graduate in New York, struggling with job rejections, or a young entrepreneur in London facing funding hurdles, remember that persistence turns those no's into stepping stones. Hill's principle here is simple yet profound. Desire backed by faith and persistence creates miracles. But how do you cultivate this? Start small. Write down your major purpose every morning. Visualize it as already achieved. When doubts creep in, and they will, gently remind yourself that quitting robs you of the growth that comes from perseverance. Over time, this builds an inner strength that no external challenge can shake. Hill believed that persistence is a habit, one that can be developed like any muscle. So if you've been feeling overwhelmed by the pressures of adulting in a developed nation, where opportunities abound but competition is fierce, know that persistence is your secret weapon. It's not about being the smartest or the most talented. It's about being the one who refuses to quit. 2. Avoiding the trap of excuses. One of the subtle ways people give up is by making excuses, and successful individuals, as per Napoleon Hill, never fall into this trap. Excuses are like comfort blankets. They feel good in the moment but keep you from growing. Hill observed that the ultra-successful take full responsibility for their actions and outcomes. They don't blame the economy, their upbringing, or bad luck. Instead, they ask, what can I learn from this? How can I adjust? Consider the story of Henry Ford, another figure Hill admired. Ford faced bankruptcy multiple times early in his career, but he never used those setbacks as excuses to stop. He iterated, improved, and persisted until the Model T revolutionized transportation. In our modern context, think about the young professionals in Sydney or Manchester who might say, the job market is too tough, or I don't have the right connections. While these feel valid, Hill would gently urge you to reframe them. Excuses drain your energy. Ownership empowers you. To overcome this, Hill recommends autosuggestion, positive self-talk repeated daily. Phrases like, I am in control of my destiny can rewire your mind. If you're dealing with student loans, career pivots, or relationship stresses common in Western societies, start by listing your excuses and countering each with an action step. This caring approach isn't about harsh self-criticism, it's about nurturing your potential. Remember, every time you skip an excuse, you're one step closer to success. Hill's research showed that 98% of people fail due to lack of persistence, often masked as excuses. Don't be part of that statistic. Embrace responsibility with kindness toward yourself, and watch doors open. 3. Building a mastermind alliance. Successful people never go it alone, and they certainly never give up on seeking support. Napoleon Hill coined the term, mastermind alliance. A group of like-minded individuals who provide encouragement, ideas, and accountability. This is crucial because isolation can lead to quitting when motivation wanes. Hill stressed that no one achieves greatness in a vacuum. Synergy from others amplifies persistence. Picture this. Andrew Carnegie, the steel magnate, surrounded himself with a team of experts who complemented his weaknesses. This alliance kept him persistent through economic downturns. For you as a millennial or Gen Z in the US, UK, or Australia, where individualism is prized but loneliness is epidemic, building such a network is vital. Perhaps you're working remotely, feeling disconnected, or starting a side hustle amid rising living costs. Hill would advise finding mentors, joining online communities, or forming accountability groups. How to start? Identify people who inspire you, maybe through LinkedIn or local meetups. Share your goals openly, and offer value in return. Hill's principle is that harmony in these alliances creates a third mind of collective wisdom. If you've ever felt like quitting a fitness routine or a passion project due to lack of support, imagine having cheerleaders reminding you of your why. This isn't about dependency, it's about mutual upliftment. Gently nurture these relationships, and they'll help you persist through tough times. Hill's interviews revealed that every millionaire had such alliances. So reach out today, your future self will thank you. 4. Turning defeat into opportunity. A hallmark of successful people is that they never view defeat as final. They never give up by accepting failure as defeat. Napoleon Hill taught that every adversity carries the seed of an equivalent benefit. This mindset shift is transformative, especially in a world where quick successes are glorified on social media, leading many young people to quit prematurely. Hill shared the story of his own son, born without ears, who overcame this through persistent effort and turned it into a drive for success in sales. Similarly, think of Oprah Winfrey. Though not directly from Hill's era, her story aligns. Fired from her first TV job, she persisted and built an empire. For you facing perhaps mental health challenges, economic recessions, or personal losses in affluent societies, this principle offers hope. The key is analysis. After a setback, pause, reflect, and extract the lesson. Hill's method involves organized planning. Break your goal into steps, adjust as needed, but never abandon the end vision. If you're a student in California doubting your major, or a freelancer in the UK hit by client losses, remember, temporary defeat is a teacher. Cultivate faith through visualization. See the opportunity in every challenge. This gentle, expert guidance isn't about ignoring pain. Acknowledge it, then move forward with care. Hill believed persistence, coupled with this outlook, transmutes desires into reality. By reframing defeats, you build resilience that makes quitting unthinkable. 5. Maintaining a burning desire. At the core, successful people never let their desire flicker out. They never give up by allowing complacency to set in. Napoleon Hill described desire as the starting point of all achievement. Not a wish, but a keen, pulsating desire that transcends obstacles. In our distraction-filled era, keeping that fire alive is challenging but essential. Hill illustrated this with Charles M. Schwab, who rose from laborer to steel executive through unrelenting desire. For young adults in Western countries, where comfort can breed stagnation, think stable jobs that lack passion. This means reigniting your inner drive. Perhaps you're in a 9-to-5 in Melbourne, dreaming of entrepreneurship, but fear holds you back. To sustain desire, Hill advocates definite plans and immediate action. Write your goal in present tense, read it aloud twice daily. Surround yourself with reminders, books, quotes, vision boards. If self-doubt arises from comparison on Instagram, gently redirect focus to your progress. Hill's wisdom. Desire backed by persistence overcomes any barrier. Share stories with friends to reinforce it. This caring approach helps you navigate modern pressures like work-life balance or financial independence. Remember, successful people fan their desire daily, they never extinguish it. Point 6. Overcoming fear and doubt. Successful people never succumb to fear. They never give up in the face of doubt. Napoleon Hill identified 6 basic fears: poverty, criticism, ill health, loss of love, old age, and death, as persistence killers. Mastering these is key to unwavering commitment. Hill's advice: face fears head-on with knowledge and preparation. For instance, fear of failure paralyzed many, but icons like J.K. Rowling persisted through rejections to create Harry Potter. In the context of young people in developed nations, fears like economic instability or social judgment are rampant. Think imposter syndrome in competitive fields. To combat this, practice positive mental diet. Consume uplifting content, avoid naysayers. Hill recommends persistence through autosuggestion. Affirmations like, "I persist until I succeed." If you're anxious about career changes in Boston or relationship fears in Birmingham, start small. Take one action daily despite fear. This builds confidence gently. Hill's research showed that fear dissipates with action. Embrace this expert insight with self-compassion. You're capable of more than you know. 7. Committing to continuous action. Finally, successful people never pause indefinitely. They never give up by procrastinating. Napoleon Hill stressed organized effort, daily, consistent action toward your goal. Procrastination is quitting in disguise. Hill praised leaders like Theodore Roosevelt for their decisive action. In today's world, with endless entertainment options, it's easy to delay. For you, perhaps putting off skill building or networking amid busy lifestyles in Auckland or Edinburgh. Hill's solution: create a plan with deadlines, review progress weekly. Break tasks into manageable steps. If motivation lags, recall your desire. This intelligent approach ensures momentum. Gently hold yourself accountable, celebrate small wins. Hill believed action compounds into success. Commit today, and persistence becomes second nature. As we wrap up this exploration of Napoleon Hill's wisdom on the one thing successful people never do: give up. Take a moment to reflect on your own journey. What dream have you been tempted to abandon? How can you apply persistence starting today? I encourage you to pause, grab a notebook, and jot down one action step inspired by these points. Remember, my friend, you're capable of extraordinary things when you refuse to quit. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What resonated most? Share a challenge you're facing or a win from persisting. Your story might inspire someone else. If this video touched you, please give it a thumbs up. It helps spread this message. Subscribe for more gentle, insightful content on personal growth, and share with a friend who needs encouragement. Together, let's build lives of purpose and persistence. Thank you for joining me. Keep going, you've got this.